And good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador, across Canada and around the world via the internet. We welcome you inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor for tonight's Central West Senior Hockey League game between the visiting Corner Brook Royals and the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. Hi, everybody. George Scott along with Robert Golding. Steve Noseworthy's on the camera down below. Let's come up inside the booth for just a moment. Hi, everyone. And let's start off, Robert. First of all, Happy New Year to you and to the folks at home watching, the Cataracts fans, Royals fans. And good to be back after a short, what feels like a very short holiday break.
It does indeed, George. I agree.
All right, let's get to it. Right away, things people are talking about here in town are the changes for the Cataracts and a new look Cataract team in a lot of ways coming into 2025.
Well, George, I had spoke Paul Gaveen over the Christmas break, and myself and Paul are half decent buddies. And
don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, no. And I thought, they obviously needed some, they needed some players. Let's call it spade spade.
Yeah.
And they need to really shore up their D a little bit and see if they get a little bit more offensive punch up front to help out with Maher and with Cody Drover. And they've gotten that. And I was going down through my notes this evening and looking at the lineup sheet, and I was looking at it on the ice, and I'm counting 5 or 6 new names, and I asked you a couple, and I asked for a couple, and they signed Ian Wall, a familiar fan or familiar player to fans here in Central Newfoundland with the Impact team. Had gone away and played. He'll be back playing on D tonight, his first senior hockey game. Tyrone Maroney, another Impact player, Central Impact. We're talking about the under 18 team. He's another D man, which they need, and a right-handed shooter. Yeah. Really good puck distributor from what I can remember from a couple of years ago. Josh Fitzgerald, who did play last year, hasn't played this year. He's back on D. He joins the team again.
So they've got three new players, at least on defense. 2 young guys, who are
very young,
back from playing a bit of junior,
20 years old,
and Josh Fitzgerald, who is a veteran defenseman. So that should certainly help the team and give them a little different look.
I think so. And then I looked out onto the ice and I seen this big guy, number 43, Jeff Fewer. I can't remember seeing him here, so I asked Coach down there, and the coach, they said, no, he's played. I said, well, he never played here. I wouldn't miss him. Yeah. He said, no, he played. They just saw him before Christmas. Played a couple of road games, so he's a local, so he's in the lineup tonight, a big forward. And Travis Winter, who is back in the lineup, had played with a number of times played all year last year with the Cataracts, and he joins the line. And there might be more that I'm missing.
Yeah, it's quite a few changes. I mentioned Travis Champion is still out of the lineup, nursing an injury he received just before the Christmas break.
Yeah.
I expect to have him back either next week or the week after. Playoffs are only a few weeks away. And also I'm told they're talking about Jasper Dix may be available next week as well.
Right. So
he hasn't played this year. So.
No, and George, if you can remember, when he played last year, he made his presence felt. Great skater, gets to the open ice well, and gives them another opportunity offensively, and they really need that. When they go onto the road and they get the bigger rink, so Jordan Maher and Cody Drover, they really love that. But of course, the other teams realize that if you can latch down on them, it prevents some of the other opportunities. But most anybody will tell you that your offense starts from your D. Yeah. So if you get good exit pucks coming out, someone like a Green on the back end for the Cataracts, and now Tyrone Maroney and Ian Wall, and I know that they're first-year players, and I know they're going to be nervous, but they're good players.
Yeah, it certainly makes the defense a lot more mobile.
I think so.
Than it was last year and for the first half of the season.
Yeah, and the thing is about it is that if you get pucks dumped in, particularly in a small ice surface such as we have here at the Joe, and you get in on D-men in a hurry, that prevents them from getting the puck to a forward. So really, a good forecheck from the other team negates you getting out of your own zone. So now putting 2 of those guys on the back end and a little bit more speed up front, I think will make a difference.
Yeah, and of course, Cataracts still heavily rely on that first line with Maher and Drover to do most of their scoring. It'd be nice to get someone like Jasper Dix back to spread that scoring out a little bit more, and we'll see what Jeff Fewer brings to it.
Yeah, well,
he did score a couple of goals on the road prior to.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's. I was looking at I asked you about him. He said, I don't know who he is. I said, well, he's the biggest guy out on the ice.
Yeah, that's who he is.
So that's why I said to Andre Gill, I said he's a hard guy to miss. I couldn't have missed him.
All right, let's take a look at the standings, Robert. While we get a moment. This is up to date. You see the Deer Lake Red Wings here in first place, and the Corner Brook Royals. Just 1 point in the difference between them. Cataracts sitting in third. They have played the Royals tight in the games they've had. They've a one-goal loss, an empty net goal. There was an overtime loss. So should be a competitive game. And they're still, certainly have a chance at second place, maybe even first. Who knows if they can go on a real run. Deer Lake, of course, look strong as they always have. They're still the really the class of the league until somebody knocks them off, right? You're the champ till somebody beats you.
Exactly. They got
Right.
4 strong D. They got 2 really good lines. And, they got a lot of depth. And, of course, they got phenomenal goaltending.
Yes, they picked up Ryan Gillis as an
Right.
import goaltender.
No,
They
let's-
yeah, the rich got richer.
Well, exactly, right?
Yeah, but there's still time there for the Cataracts. They've got just the one game this weekend, but they play 2 here at the Joe next weekend, 2 the following weekend, and then I think they're on the road for a weekend. Then we get into February, you're into the playoffs. So
Yeah.
there's only
And, of course, the
I think it's
Royal-
9 games left for the Cataracts before the playoffs.
Right,
So
and-
there's still time.
The Royals are coming off a 5-1 victory last night over the Stephenville Lightning. So, this a little travel and get here. And, of course, Cataracts, obviously, they're well rested. Let's call it spade spade.
Yeah.
So the thing is that, but George, I always look at games and, you get excited about games. And, of course, the new look Cataracts, whatever you want to call it. But it's so important that you get out there and each player, their first 2 shifts are vitally important. You get the jitters out, it's your after Christmas break for the new guys. You want to get out, you want to get a hit, you want to make a check, you want to make a pass or whatever, goaltender, you want to make a save. And then all of a sudden, once you get 2 or 3 shifts in, it's like, okay, we're back here again.
All right, let's head down to ice level and just awaiting the teams. Actually, they're showing 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes on the time clock, and it is 7:30. I expected the teams to be out on the ice now. We came on to do the pregame, and as I looked to say, we'll should be on in just a moment. I said, there's nobody across the way, and when I look up at the big clock, still 5.5 minutes.
I still get blown away by start times.
So we've got to stretch again, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I know.
start times in our league with the impact. It's just amazing. Now, most times they start at least close to.
It's been better this year than
It has
than
been better,
some
yeah.
others,
Like I got to steal a phrase from you, the suggested time, and I look around, George, and I think that we're going to have a really good crowd here tonight.
It looks like a very good crowd here on hand. Everybody waiting to. Well, I think some of the hype too about the new players.
Yep.
The fans are excited to see what these guys are going to bring to the team, how the team plays out, how it's going to look different on the ice. We see on paper it looks different.
Sure.
But we have to see
And the other
what
thing,
it looks like on the ice.
And the other thing is, too, guys, George, the guys at the end are locals.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a familiarity. Someone went to school here and played with the Impact team, and most people have known them around for a number of years, and so when you have that, then you
Just checking my notes. I feel like
that's all right.
Elliot Friedman here.
Well, you got a nice suit on like Elliot. The hairstyle's not quite
I
the
don't.
same.
I don't have Elliot's here. That's
no,
for sure.
or his socks, but
I don't know. You haven't seen my socks.
no, that's true. That's good. No, I'm not looking underneath this table
This
here.
is this is,
But,
this is stretching.
But George, they and even when I was driving up the road, coming up and getting on High Street there, and normally I can never get near the stadium to get a parking spot. So I said I'm going to leave earlier tonight, 20 minutes earlier than usual. Get up because I knew I had to do a little bit of prep work, and I was looking at the last. I'm going to have to do a lot of prep work, and then I'm looking. I said I don't know him.
all the changes.
Anyway, I was able to get a parking spot just up from the Taiwan, which was nice. And I said, now I'll stroll into the rink. And when I strolled in the rink, there was probably 150, 200 people here at that time. And, of course, the smell of the fries. I was glad. I'm glad I just had homemade pizza. And then I got up and I started looking at my notes. And I went, oh, okay, don't know him. Don't know him. Right? And I was even writing down my notes what I had to, one of the things that the Cataracts had to be successful tonight. And 2 things that I really think. Their edge work, and when I mean their edge work, I mean when the puck gets dumped into their zone, puck reversals. And that's how you avoid forechecks, George. I talked about earlier on. Small ice surface. Once you get back, I mean, you don't have any time at all as a D-man when you're getting forecheck. So you don't have time to make a move. That's why you got to have good reversals. And that means you got to have good edge work. If you do that, you're able to bring the puck, without getting too technical, able to bring the puck out on the weak side of the ice where that's off of the forechecker. So guys like Maher and Drover, now they can get their puck when they're moving. And that's their biggest asset. They're great skaters in the open ice. They're good even in traffic. But when they get pucks in open ice, then that's where they do the damage.
Okay, the officials are coming out onto the ice, so we should be underway in just a moment.
Yeah, it's
We got a minute 35 on the penalty clock up there now. Robert, I know who's got the penalty.
I've been number 20. I wore number 14, but my number's been up there a few times.
I suspect they'll get that taken off in just a second. But as you can see in the background there, the officials are making their way around, so we should be underway shortly, just a few
Looks
minutes
like we
late.
have Denny Windsor and Brian Rice as our 2 referees.
Okay, a couple of experienced guys.
Yeah, well, it's been another busy weekend for our Hockey here in Central with the Impact playing last night, and of course, people coming back after Christmas break. There was no tournament here the last couple of days, but I do know that Cataracts had 3 or 4 skates over the Christmas holidays. Yeah. They still, speaking to assistant coach Glavine and a couple of other guys with the organization, they still got a couple of fish in the pan, let's say, that they're hoping that might work out within the next week.
Yeah, don't. This is not the final team yet. I don't think there may be a couple of more changes coming.
Yeah,
and again, you
get
it ready for the playoffs. That's
you can have 35 people on a roster.
Yeah,
and you got to have a minimum of 6 games in, which I don't think is going to be an issue for anybody.
No.
So we'll wait and see.
Yeah, you got 9 games left, so you can squeeze in those other 6 if you can get.
Sure.
And just to update everybody, we are going to be back here next weekend. Cataracts have got 2 games here at the Joe next week, both against Deer Lake, Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. And they're back here again the following weekend to play Corner Brook and Stephenville, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. So we've got three weekends now in a row of Cataracts hockey to bring you.
It's good. I like it.
Absolutely. All right, now we're set to go down to ice level. There you see the Cataracts players down in the break right below us. John Thompson, stadium announcer, will give us the starting lineups in just a moment.
Clock stopped at. Okay, it was stopped at 5.4.
Starting on defense, number 6, Jeremy Drover. On defense, number 52, Josh Fitzgerald. And left wing, number 11, Cody Drover. And right wing, number 43, award Cataract welcome for Jeff Fuller. At center, number 11, Jordan Barr. And in goal, number 31, Tyler Whippa.
Tyler Whippa will get the starting nod for the Cataracts season.
I know, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you can.
Will be in goal.
As Miss Faith Wells performs the national anthem.
Right now for our national anthem. All right, so again, we welcome you inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium, Grand Falls, Windsor. Cataracts playing host to the Corner Brook Royals. Cataracts currently 4 points back of the Royals for second place. Just 5 points back of the Deer Lake Red Wings for first. So things could bunch up a little bit if the Cataracts can pull out a victory here at home tonight, and we are underway. Josh Fitzgerald, his first game with the Cataracts this season. Veteran defenseman. Fewer tips it out. I mentioned Jeff Fewer off the start. Robert, he'll be on the line, first line with Drover and Mars. We get an offside call just 15 seconds in.
Yeah, and I'm sure his role is to create a little bit of space over there on the right side and free up a bit of ice for the two formidable forwards, Drover and Mar, for these Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts.
Backhand played in front. That was knocked down. It goes into the corner. Back of the point. Goodyear trying to pinch in. He lost it. Now come the Cataracts. Fewer hold it. Just played in behind the net. He's back up along the boards. Back to Winter. Winter with a shot that got through. Barbo with the save. Royals will bring it in. Griffin Hefford, he gets stopped. And back come the Cats. Burt tried to dump it in, didn't get it in deep. Pico played it across. It's lugged out by Adam Guy, the veteran defenseman for the Royals. Comes around the boards. Pico plays it back in. Royals have to clear the zone. Joey Green with it behind his own net. Green up to Nick Fitzgerald into the middle. Kobe Burt, dump it in. He'll go into chase. Guy back there first. He'll reverse it into the corner. Picked up there by Normore Wells. Stopped by Ian Wall. His shot goes wide. Mulrooney. Back to Wall. Wall with a shot. That gets knocked down. Picked up by Normore Wells. Wall has it. He'll play it back. And that's tipped in by Carter Bound. Andel picks it up as he steps off the bench. Andel in one-on-one. Tried to throw it in front. It goes into the corner. Oak overskated it. Spoke to the other side. Bound looking for it, can't get it out. Kept in by the Royal. Shot that goes wide. Back at the center, picked up by Mercer. Mercer off the boards. Nobody there for the Royals. Oak gets it, shoots it in. Smith had it knocked off his stick. Royals hemmed in a little bit right now. Mullet threw it in front, comes to the boards. Drover with some speed. Drover cutting towards the goal, puts on the brakes, throws it out in front. That got past Fitzgerald just under his stick. Drover with a good rush, but kind of ran out of room on that right side. This is Jeremy Drover. He gets knocked down behind the net. Puck comes to the front of the net and then to the far corner. Around the boards, Goodyear pinches in from the right point. Griffin Hefford with a shot. That is ripped wide. Jeremiah Gill gets to it and gets it high off the glass and out to relieve the pressure. Cataracts will get in a change. Picked up smartly there by Short. Out in front, backhand is put wide. Great chance for Clay King. Cataracts get it out. Guy off the boards. Griffin Hefford gets it in over the blue line. Pushed to the boards by Winter. Following up on it is Mateo Short. Tried to play it out in front. That's knocked down. The Cataracts will bring it out. Nice play by Joey Green defensively. Gets it to Sampson. Long shot in on goal. Short's got it. Or Smith, rather. Cataracts calling for too many men as the Royals were changing. Ian Wall, one of the new players, inserted into the lineup for the Cataracts tonight. Just signed. A couple of years out of high school.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of junior back home with the Cats. A tremendous player with the central impact. That one off the post as it went off the defenseman's skate.
Yeah, went off 77 skate, trying to get down front, and the goaltender wasn't aware. Slid through the crease.
Mulrooney, he'll give it up. Pass for Oak was in behind him. Cataracts change. Wall comes off. Jeremy Drover comes on. Cataracts keep it in. They'll dump it down deep. Carter Bound was trying to get it out in front. Puck bounced around, came outside. Picked up by the Royals. No more Wells up to the blue line. They've got a hole. They got two players went in. Davis has got it. Smartly waits for his teammates. Brought in by Antle. Antle, nice move. Get around Mullet. A shot went off of Josh Fitzgerald up and out of play. Pretty good pace to start this game, Robert.
I totally agree. And George, we're talking about the new players in the lineup. Mike Brent is not a new player, but Mike Brent is not ready to play. I'm looking down at the end of the bench. He's at the very end of the bench. He doesn't have a stick in his hand, and he doesn't have shoulder pads on.
Yeah,
but
no, I saw him in the dressing room. He was there.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to play, to be honest, Robert, unless there's
he's not
some
going
emergency. Well, he'd have between periods or something go put those shoulder pads on.
Yeah,
but
no, he's a big kid.
Yeah. He's pretty big even without the shoulder pads.
He certainly is.
Yeah. I think he's nursing a little tweak, nothing serious, but
yeah,
he may be sitting out this one.
There for some support, which is good. Mike being the ultimate leader.
There'll be an icing call against the Cats.
But you're talking about the pace of the game, George. It's been really good for both teams. Actually, some nice passes coming off of the boards and coming through the neutral zone, which is not a big neutral zone here at the Joe.
Pico. Get it down in behind the goal. That's thrown around the boards by Green. Kept in by Pico. Fitzgerald fights off a couple of Royals, wins the puck, and allows Cataracts to clear the zone. Shot back in.
It's icing.
And that will be icing against the Royals. 13:37 to go here in the first period. No score.
And on an icing opportunity, you make a quick line change. You get your number one unit out there. Coach Gill recognizes that. Barr, Drover, Fewer. Winter Green for the Cataracts.
And the Cataracts win the face-off. Drover along the boards. Takes it down into the corner. Threw it out into the open. Nobody there for the Cataracts. That's taken away. Ryan will shoot it in. Hand in looking for it. In on the forecheck. Puck comes out in front. Cataracts are on it. That pass picked off. Brought in. Griffin Hefford. He's pushed to the boards. Again a giveaway. Royals have it. Shot. That just missed.
Two real bad passes by the Cataracts there. Going through the middle of the rink is no-no.
Now the Royals go to work. It's tipped up and out of play. I believe it went off the Royals player. So let's see. Where are they going to bring the face off?
Definitely went off a stick of some sort.
I think they're going to bring it in saying it went off a Cataract stick.
Those passes, George, they're coming off the boards. You know, those are the 12-foot passes. And we like to say forwards need to get up, a centerman needs to get up for puck support. You cannot come with that diagonal puck coming through that there because the late forechecker is going to pick it off. They picked off two pucks and two quality shots on net. Referee Rice is not allowing them to make their change. He said they've had their change.
Yeah, the Royals tried to sneak in a late one.
They are the visiting team. They have to change first.
Griffin Hefford into the corner. Gets to the puck first for Corner Brook. Fed it into the slot. It went off a stick. Comes back to Mercer. Mercer slides it down into the corner. They go the other side. Short. That hit the outside of the net. It comes back to the point. Mercer's got it. Holds the line. Mercer with a shot off a stick. Comes to the near boards. Good shift here for the Royals. King holds it in. Griffin Hefford. Loose puck in the middle of the ice. Cataracts too slow to move it, and a couple of Cataracts collide. That leaves Short on all alone, and Whiffen saves the day for the Cats.
Yeah, they're just real tough passes up the middle of the rink. They were getting forechecked hard. Tyrone Maroney was giving up a lot of size and power to his forechecker down low and got turned around twice.
And then a couple of the Cats collided there in the high slot area, and that allowed Short to walk in all alone.
Yeah, that's actually three real good shots by the Royals in the last shift and a half.
Face-off control by the Cats. They'll bring it out. Nick Fitzgerald, that's offside. Toby Bird in ahead of the play. And the Cataracts will change again.
Yeah, well, the thing is about it, you get an opportunity. If you're not effective with it, then let's get some fresh troops up and see the goal.
Oak, Mullet, and Bound up front now for the Cats.
It's a different combo as well. A lot of different combos, actually.
Carter Bound will go chase it down along the far board, shoots it in. Goodyear can't get it out. It's picked off. Mullet with a chance in front, stuck by Barabo. Back at the point, Josh Fitzgerald. That one off his skate comes out. Jeremy Drover's got to come back, chips it off the boards, but the Royals will pick it up. In they come. Janes went by everybody. There are 5 players. The puck went behind all of them.
And I was looking down the other end of the ice, George, because Carter Bell and Pico were having a real good battle, and they're still having a battle. And Denny Windsor was there, referee, and he was just saying,
give it up.
Keep it going, boys.
Here's Bound. Drops it. Oak. Puck bouncing on him.
Carter Bell has given up 25 to 30 pounds and 5 inches with Pico.
All right, so get it in behind the goal. It'll be picked up back there by Ryan Smith. Smith bringing it out. The lug at the center, dumps it in. Hand goes in there on the forecheck along with Winter for the Cataracts. Along the boards it comes. Hand gets pushed to the boards by Green. Puck comes loose. Cataracts have it. Marr. Jordan Marr. Poke checked as he got to the blue line.
He was looking to pass it 3 times, but Drover couldn't get himself open.
Now Drover's got it. Drover down the left side, in over the blue line. Into the middle for Marr. Marr claiming he was hooked.
It might have been, but he's had the puck.
Wall follows up on it, pinches in, plays it to the far corner. Taken by Guy. That's chipped in. Whiffen out to play it. Another giveaway by the Cataracts. That shot went wide.
It's a real bad one behind the net by Wall. You're going to make that reverse. It's got to be heard.
Pico, right on goal. Tyrell Mulrooney will take it. The 2 young guys out there playing defense together, Mulrooney and Wall. They played together with the Impact, so they are very familiar with each other.
Bit of a difference in the speed and the size, what they're used to, but they'll get used to it.
Don't have much choice. Mulrooney brings it in.
No.
Burt overskated it. Royals bring it out. Cataracts are changing. Jeremy Drover going back, but that'll be icing against the Royals. We're down to 9:05 to go here in the first period. No score.
But if you think about, George, how your under 18 programs over throughout Newfoundland, Labrador have created some real good opportunities for players. Well, there's 5 guys here on the Cataracts dress tonight who've played on the Central AAA under 18 Impact team over the last 3 years.
Chance for Fitzgerald from the faceoff. He just missed short side. Everybody just kind of stopped. Nobody knew where the puck was.
No.
Fitzgerald looked down and it's on my stick. Might as well shoot it. Just missed. Pico. Mateo short. Good pass through the middle. Finds Griffin Hefford. Let's stop along the boards. Back to Short. Short with a shot. Went off a shin pad. Came outside the blue line. Goodyear sends it back in. Whiffen tees it up there. Drover. Sampson, his first shift of the game.
Yeah.
And he gets hit, but gets the puck down in deep. Barrow around behind the net, up towards the boards. It'll be kept in by Joey Green. Green will shoot it right on goal. Barrow's got it, and he'll hang on. What a big goaltender there for the Royals.
He is.
He's huge. He's just towering over everybody else on the ice.
Yeah, he's takes up a lot of space. Yeah, he's a giant. And a left-handed goaltender. Jeremiah Gill's first shift as well, George, I think?
I think he had one earlier.
Okay,
but
I missed it.
he wins the faceoff cleanly. That shot is deflected wide.
Won it cleanly indeed.
Royals quickly move it out. No more Wells trying to get around the outside of Winter. Bit of a hack by Winter. Got away with it.
Yeah, it was. He intended it to be harder, I think.
That comes in towards the goaltender. It's loose and finally cleared by the Cataracts, but it's going to be an icing call, and the faceoff will come back down in the Cataracts. And a little sloppy play in their own end.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Royals are establishing a forecheck down low, and Nomar Wells, not a real big guy, but he got to the outside and was able to get and protect the puck and get a shot come across, or excuse me, a pass come across.
Shots on goal are even, 4 apiece.
Royals have had some better quality opportunities, however.
Absolutely better scoring chances. Some shots that went wide that were good scoring chances. Dumped in. Barabo comes out to play it. Swinging around the boards. He'll come all the way out to center. Stopped there by Mulrooney. Sampson. Crowded right down below us. Royals get a stick on it. Send it into the Cataracts end. Mulrooney goes back to get it.
It's a real good read by Pico there, coming through the middle, take that pass away.
Puck goes up off the glass in behind the Cataracts net. Mulrooney battling for it. 2 Cataracts get knocked down. Royals come up with it. Feed it right in front. Whiffen didn't see it right away. Then he's got it. Then we get a little wrestling match.
Ian Wall,
Yep.
welcome to the game. No stranger to playing tough.
We certainly played a physical game in the U18 league.
What I like about this, the officials are not calling a penalty. I like it.
Yeah, 2 guys just kind of
Yeah.
grabbed each other and then fell to the ice, but there was nothing.
Too many
Nothing there.
times officials, though, George, they call a double minor for roughing for that. Slows the game down, takes the excitement out of it. Good job by the officials not to call that.
Long shot, that was deflected. Short got a stick on it.
That
Just
just
missed
missed.
the net. Yeah, didn't miss by much. It's one of those ones that will not go down as a shot on net, but a good scoring opportunity. Barbo again out to play it. Good pass.
Awesome pass.
Plays the puck well. Effort. Will dump it in. Will go in to get it. Drover gets there first, rings it around the boards. Gets past Guy. No icing. For King, he couldn't knock it down. That gets by everybody. And we'll continue to play.
Missed it by a foot on one side, missed it by a foot on the other side. 2 good no calls.
Drover got a piece of it. Smith back to pick it up. Ryan Smith for the Royals. King couldn't corral that pass. Jordan Maher turns. Taken by Drover. Drover will shoot it in, head to the bench. Barbo leaves it for Mercer. Drop it in the corner. Smith. Back to Mercer. Long pass up at the blue line. That was off the mark. And a good crisp pass up to Carter Baum. Looking for Oak. Oak on his backhand. Scores!
Oh, wow, that's a weak one, George. Good
Yeah.
backhand. The backhand ones are deceiving. Really like you talked about the D-man stepped up for the Cataracts, made a good pass up the bound, who created some space and time. Gets a really nice pass over here. Little delay. Brings 2 guys with him. Mercer, the left D for the Royals, bites on the play and leaves his man wide open. He's got to stay over there. Bound was already being covered, and Mercer comes over. I don't know for what reason. And, of course, Fitzgerald's left open, a backhand, and Cataracts are up 1-0.
Green moves it ahead, comes through center. Goodger's got it for the Royals. Just inside the blue line, Pico's gone down for the Royals. I'm not sure what happened. But it was he and Carter Bound. You talked about they got involved before. Don't know what happened. I don't think it was anything too much. So. Pico didn't, he didn't get up like he was angry at Bound, and Bound stopped to look to see if he was okay.
Stick was caught up between them, but I didn't see anything.
Pico got up and went to the bench. Smith will chase it down in the corner. Fitzgerald watching him. Tries to get it to Adam Guy. Guy's got to hustle over to the boards. He gets to it and he'll backhand it out. Hand. His wall was a little slow to move on a hand. Threw it in front, cleared away by Whiffen. Cataracts with a chance to get it out. They don't. Now it comes out. Scrambling play outside the blue line. Good job by Burt to kind of force that puck outside and then up along the boards. Ball had his stick on it. The Royals bring it in. Smith getting to his backhand, forced into the corner, throws it to the side of the net. He gets knocked down.
Good finish on the check.
Royals stay on it. Try and throw it in front. Fitzgerald gets a stick on it, plays it into the corner. And went down in the corner, gets back up, coming in to pick up the loose puck. It's Ian Wall and is dumped in. 3:15 to go. Short. That one off a skate. Brought in just onside. That pass is picked off, and look out. Drover's got a bit of room, trying to get around Mercer. Drover over to Maher. Maher with a shot stopped by Barabo. Great save.
Great job by by Maher coming down, recognizing that Drover was going to beat Mercer and beat him easily. Maher got away a good shot. Goaltender came out, challenged, made a nice save. But a turnover down low, and of course, getting two guys out there on your horses with Maher and Drover, it's going to be tough to fend them off.
And Cody Drover was looking for Maher the whole time.
He was, and he had beaten Mercer cleanly.
And a great pass and a great shot and a better save.
It was.
Well done by everybody. That comes through the near boards. Fitzgerald holds it in. That comes to the side of the goal. Fewer got knocked down.
Yeah, that was a big collision. Good job,
And
Fewer, two big
behind
lads.
the goal. That's Drover. Drover whips it back to the point. Josh Fitzgerald can't shoot it. Now he will. Hit a leg. King has got it. King gets it out short, trying to get to it. He can't. He's back to the Cataracts end. Drover. Back to Fitzgerald. Carter Mullet. Mullet's got a bit of room. Mullet drops it. Bound with a shot. That just missed the far post.
That was a good shot.
Under 2 to play here in the first. It's been a pretty good one.
I think so.
A couple of moments where things got a little sloppy, but generally been a good period. Green gets to center, backhanded it in, and at the blue line, Cataract player.
I think that might be
down.
Carter Bound. Took an inadvertent stick on the back check.
It is Carter Bound. He'll go to the bench.
He's been involved a lot so far. On the giving and receiving end. I was watching the play, and I just think that the back checker got twisted a bit. The stick came up and clipped him.
Pico, who was shaken up earlier, back out there. Gets the pass ahead. Royals are in. That shot stopped by Whiffen. Rebound was there. Puck comes towards the blue line, out. Cataracts are on it. Mullet. Ooh.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I think it was Oak.
Oak was the one. The other guy got back out. But here's the thing. The players were, I could hear the bench saying, get it deep, get it deep. Once you make that move, I think you're at the end of a shift. You've just done a good job of getting it out. That just puck's got to go at the goaltender.
Yeah, Marcus Sampson reached back.
Yeah.
The Tove was skate back on the line in time, but that's not where the offside was. Just over a minute to go. Robert, chance to promo. You're going to be talking to one of the young players on the Cataracts, Ian Wall.
Yeah.
During the first period, during the first intermission, rather.
Ask him how he enjoys his holidays and his first game in senior hockey here in Newfoundland.
Fitzgerald dumps it in. Behind the net, around the boards. Coffey missed it. Mulrooney back to pick it up. Tyrell Mulrooney out there with Ian Wall. The boards for Nick Fitzgerald, who backhanded in. Griffin Hefford puts on the brakes in the corner.
Good skater. Really gets to the net well.
It comes in front of the net. Cataracts get it. Send it down the ice. This will be an icing call, or will it? Yeah, have to wait for on the hybrid icing. The Royals, you got to get to the hash marks.
Yeah, you just can't stop.
No, the whistle's not going to go until you get to the hash marks.
Not
14 seconds left.
Not sure where the buzzer went. Maybe he said the lines I missed it, so we'll blow it down.
Scramble draw comes back to the point along the boards, and that'll come out. We've got 5 seconds to go. That shot in. Royals get to it, and they get a shot just as the buzzer goes.
I think the Cataracts were actually asking for an icing on that particular
Yeah,
play.
that was a couple of feet
I
the other side of center. But
yeah. Anyway,
if they'd scored a goal, it would have been a bigger argument.
it would have been a very big one.
There's the shots on goal. Not a whole lot. 6-6.
No, but there were a lot of good opportunities, a lot of good plays. Offensive opportunities for both teams, which was really good to see. I really liked the pace of that period as well.
Okay, folks, there it is. 1-0 after opening 20 minutes. As we say, shots on goal 6-6. Robert's going to head downstairs to speak with Ian Wall of the Cataracts. And as he heads downstairs, I'm going to take a quick break, folks. I'm going to check. We've got a little problem with our main camera, I think with the monitor on the camera. I'm going to have a look at that while Robert goes down. I'll come back up and we'll send it down to Robert. Just give us 1 minute. Okay, cameraman Steve Noseby, extraordinaire, saying he's got the issue fixed. Says he needs duct tape. That'll fix just about anything. Okay, as we wait for Robert, I'm going to pop out for just 1 minute. Be right back.
On $10,000, we have 250 tickets printed. Tickets are $100 each, only 250 printed. And the prize is $10,000, and the draw date, February the 14th. See Ray, Kenny, Dave Kenny, Wally Lane, and the boys, and they'll take care of you. Doninis, 50-50 tickets, $2 each, or 3 for $5 at the front of the stadium. 4 dozen Labatt's beer. Tickets are $2 each, or 6 for $5. At hockey cards at the table at the front of the stadium for all kinds of Cataracts goodies. That's at the front of the stadium.
Cataracts, Tyrell Mulrooney, and both of you guys have played a lot of ice time here tonight. Obviously, you're used to one another. How's the comfort with that?
Yeah, no, I love playing with Ty. It's we see each other pretty well, and we play together pretty much full lives. Good pairing, and look forward to the next couple of years.
What did the coaches have to say to you just prior to coming out to the game? Obviously, everybody has to have their first game sometime. What did they have to say to you?
Just keep everything simple. Like it's new. Again, like butterflies are in the air. Just keep everything simple. Keep pucks deep, off the wall, off the glass. Everything will be right.
And obviously, Ian, you love to play an aggressive game all the way up through your career, and of course, playing against a lot of bigger, stronger guys here tonight. But you had a nice little tussle there in front of the net. How was that?
Yeah, I love the physicality. Always have. It's just a part of my game. It's what keeps me going. So, I like it.
And one last question, and sort of a twofold question. What are your personal goals and team goals going into the rest of this year?
Obviously, have a better record than what we all had in the first half. It was a slow first half, and looking forward to maybe a better, definitely a better second half. And for like personal goal, it's just play my game. I'm not like a points kind of guy. Just help out my team, block shots, make hits.
Perfect. Thanks very much. I'll let you get back to your team. Have a good one.
Thank you.
And Ian Wall, his first bit of senior hockey action that first period after playing AAA here in Grand Falls, Windsor for a couple of years with the Central Impact. Right, time now for us to take a break. We'll be back with period number 2 in just a few minutes.
You want more information, see Ray Kennedy, Wally Lane, or Mr. David Kennedy at the front of the stadium. And our Tony needs 50-50 draw, $2 each, or 3 for $5. 4 dozen of that beer, tickets are $2 each, or 6 for $5. And all kinds of hockey cards and Cataracts goodies, all at the front of the stadium. Check it out.
The teams are back out for period number 2. 1-0. Cataracts lead this game after the opening 20. Shots on goal first period, even at 6. No penalties in the first period. George Scott, Robert Golding, cameraman Steve Noseworthy bringing you the game this evening.
And George, the fact that there were no penalties, the pace of the period was very good, very entertaining.
Yeah, I was talking to some fans during the intermission. Everybody was talking about it. Oh, it was a pretty good period of hockey, pretty fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Entertaining. And speaking of the crowd, it's a very good crowd here tonight at the Joe Byrne. A few empty seats here and there, but a lot of those folks are probably up in the Bud Light Lounge. Oh, and Drover takes a puck to the face on the dump in. That's Jeremy Drover. Looks to be okay. He's staying out there, but he got clipped with that as Smith dumped it in.
I think it might have hit the shoulder pad and then came up first, which is good. I should say not good, better.
Short. Passed it across. King couldn't get a stick on it. He hit an empty net if he could have. Over to Short. That shot off a stick. Comes through the near boards. I think it was Griffin Hefford, the Royals player, tried to deflect it towards the goal, sending it towards the boards. There's another chance off a leg. Comes out, and Marr's got it. Jordan Marr holding it, puts on the brakes, shoots. That went off the goaltender, set behind the net. Cataracts are on it. Drover leaves it for Joey Green. Green in front for Marr, stopped by Barbaro. Barabo. Another chance. That was blocked. Sprawling out to block that.
Great shot block.
That was Griffin Hefford. Drover. Fewer trying to get it out in front. Fewer knocks down Griffin Hefford. A couple of big guys. Back to the point. Winter with a shot. That was stopped.
Great block shots by the Royals.
Green will shoot it. That just missed short side. Period started with the Royals with all kinds of pressure, and the Cataracts responded. Back come the Royals. King got a player heading for the front of the net. Scores!
Wow.
That was quick.
George, you're talking about the tale of two shifts. The first 40 seconds was all Royals down low, and then the Cataracts
Let's take
the
a
last
look at
minute. Then this puck gets turned over, and the Cataracts get caught deep on a 2-on-1. Not able to get back. Joey Green is trying to get back as quick as he can, but his forward beats him. And Joey was the last guy who took the shot. He had a great quality shot. Just went to wide, and then, of course, come back, turn the puck over. 1-1. Nice move by the forward. Come down, put the brakes on, and beat goaltender with him.
That was a pretty goal. Here they come again. Davis, his shot. That did not miss by a whole lot there on the far side. Caron takes the Royals back out to center. Guy, that went off his skate. Back to Pico. Davis. Burt stepped into him. Davis shoots it in. Wall to Mulrooney. Mulrooney hit hard against the boards. Coffey. Gives it to Ian Wall. To Burt. The head to Fitzgerald. Nick Fitzgerald. Back at the point it comes. Mulrooney. Mulrooney trying to get himself a little bit of room. Shot it in wide. Back to Fitzgerald. He'll put it off the boards. Back in behind the goal. Coffey in there looking for it. Got by him. Comes into the corner. Burt got to it. Kept it in. Behind the goal. Pico. Long pass up. Chipped in by Normore Wells. Royals will complete a wholesale change. Cataracts move it up quickly. Carter Bound. Bound. Aside by Barabo. Jeremy Drover holds it in. Comes off the board. Smith turning. Finds Ryan. Ryan to the other side. Looking for a hand. Came off the boards. Played back out to center. Mercer avoids a hit. Gets it to Hand, and Hand sends it in. Drover trying to catch up to it. Rolling puck. Royals will keep it in. Now Carter Bound has it. Bound. Stopped just outside the blue line. Royals shoot it back in. Drover. Fitzgerald back to Drover. They go back and forth. They say a lot of east and west.
Yeah. Starting to
Oh,
go forward
now they're getting it going north-south. Mullet with a shot off a stick. Hits the glass. Comes back towards the point. Green able to hold it in. Bounce past Mullet. Mercer, he'll go the other side. And gets there first for the Royals. Back behind his goal to Mercer. Came off his stick out in front. Cataracts with a chance. Everybody overskated it. But 4 players.
Yeah, nobody wanted it.
Winter will dump it in. Mercer. He lost it. Comes to the side of the net. Barabo gets the trapper down and finally gets the whistle. And we'll a little bit of a scrum. Nothing serious there.
Thing is that Mercer was turned back on. Didn't realize that Cody Drover was coming in on a forecheck, and he just stole him. Mercer was just too slow to move the puck. Turned it over and got it out to the side of the net. Fewer had a couple jabs at it.
As the players were down on the ice, you can see the referee, Brian Rice, coming in behind, and you could tell what he was saying to them. It's like that, no penalties now.
That's right. Keep it like it.
No call. Everybody just get up and behave yourself.
That's all, yeah. And that's what you like, and that's what good officials do.
Let's dump down the ice. There's going to be a race, but Green gets there first, and icing against the Royals.
Brian Rice has been a good, consistent official for 20 years in senior hockey.
Face-off win for the Cataracts. Green keeps it in. Fewer shot one off a stick. Pico to the boards. Out it comes. Racing after it, Griffin Hefford. It's a bump from Green, gets the puck in front. That shot hit somebody in front and went into the corner, and the Cataracts are able to get it out. Marr, Drover heading for the front of the net. Marr circling the net into the corner, and Marr gets hit hard. Stays up. Goodyear went down. He delivered the check. Drover in front. That shot. Couple of whacks at
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Barabo with a couple of big saves.
Marr had an empty net after Cody Bird had
Drover
a
with a
phenomenal
move.
shot.
Slings it across. In front. Marr can't pull the trigger. Waited a little bit too long. Mulrooney will turn and go. Mulrooney brings it in. Drops it for Burt. Over to Marr. Marr with a shot. Saved by Barabo as he sticks out the right glove and hangs on.
Wow.
Great shift for that line for the Cataracts, but couldn't beat Derek Barabo.
Being the left-handed goaltender with a right catch, he made two fantastic saves off of Marr. He made a great one off of Cody Burt, and it came to the side of the net. It was almost an empty net. Marr, I don't know if he got all of his wood on it or not, but didn't go in. And then, of course, a great pass by Burt again. Marr had a tremendous shot. Goaltender was equal to the task.
So we stay tied at 1. Coffey fed it out in front. Puck bounced up in the air. Comes back to Coffey. Nick Fitzgerald had his stick all tied up. The Royals clear it. Ian Wall off the boards. Picked off by No More Wells. Get it. Dump it in. Mulrooney. Smith brings it in over the blue line. He's got Andel on his left. Gives it to Andel. Andel with the shot. Stopped by Whiffen. Back at the point. Back in behind the Cataracts goal. Out in front. Wraparound attempt. He tried to throw it in front of the net. No More Wells couldn't get a stick on it. Smith pinching in.
Really good shift here by the Royals.
Yeah, we just kind of go back and forth. Each team taking turns
Yeah.
with good offensive shifts. Wall. Dumped out. Guy going to get it. Gets there before Burt. Nick Fitzgerald over to an open wing. Mulrooney will slide it in, and he'll head to the bench. Quick outlet pass to Ryan. Ryan in over the blue line. Knocked off his stick. Taken by Drover. It's kept onside by the Royals. Long shot kicked out by Whiffen. Rebound cleared by the Cats. Marr looking for Gill. He was checked. Jeremy Drover plays it back. Fitzgerald's got to go all the way back down deep in his own end. He'll give it back to Jeremy Drover. Back to Josh Fitzgerald. Sampson with a little trouble with it. He gets knocked down as he gets to center. Dumped in by Gill. Mercer. Short. King with a shot, scores!
Goaltender is down, goes between the legs, and it used the D-man as a screen. It was a turnover coming up. The Cataracts were actually late getting their second D-man out there, and as Fitzgerald's coming up, he's yelling out to his D partner, get over the other side of the ice. You watch right here, so it's a nice commitment right here, but D-man goes down, blocks the goaltender. Goaltenders will tell you every time, either block it or get out of the way.
The Royals taking the lead, 2-1. A goal by Clay King.
Good shot. Found the back of the net. As you said, George, both teams changing a lot of offensive opportunities back and forth.
Oak and Smith going in chasing after the puck. Oak has got it. Threw it to the side of the net. Barabo elects to hold it right there.
It's a tough line change as well when you're in the second period for both teams actually being on the other side of the red line. And Green was trying his best. He was the guy coming on for the D-man who was coming off as the left D, and it's a long way to go to get back in position.
Yeah, the Joe Byrne, one of the very few arenas remaining with the team benches on opposite sides.
I love it. I'd like to see more of it.
Royals player was knocked down in front. As
Yeah,
Andrew
so he's got to get
Handel,
up and get off. He can't.
his helmet's come off, so he's
Yeah.
going to head to the bench. Royals get it out.
And actually, Brian Rice was saying to him, and the players saying, get off. It's easy for me and you to say after getting your helmet knocked off.
Joey Green on the rush. Feeds it in front, unable to get a stick on it, was bound. Good looking pass.
Was a great pass. Nice delay by Joey Green as he gained the blue line.
Barbolt leaves it for Smith. Goodyear. Up through the middle, finds No More Wells. He's got a step. No More Wells breaking in.
That's going to be a
That's
holding
going to be a
penalty.
penalty. That may be. We're going to get a penalty. We're going to get a penalty shot.
I think it's going to be a hold.
They're looking at each other, the two officials. Yep, just be a
Hook or a
hooking
hold,
call. Our first penalty of the game. We go against Tyrell Mulrooney.
No More Wells, George, is not a big guy, but I guarantee you when he gets the puck in the neutral zone with speed, he's very able to protect the puck, get that left leg out as he's coming on the right side. He did it in the first period and beat the D-man, and he just did it here again. It was a great outlet pass by the defenseman for the Royals to spot him as he was coming up the ice as well.
Over trying to get to it, short-handed. Plays it to the boards.
Number 61. Tyrell Mulrooney.
Dumped in, and the Cataracts bring it back out. Here's Maher. They got Maher and Drover out there short-handed. Maher to Drover. And the net is dislodged. And Pico's taking exception to something down in the corner.
Yeah, well, they went in there, and then, of course,
No, Adam Guy coming in. Ian Wall was in there.
Drover
Everybody.
gave him a little chop on the leg, and, of course, there was no intent by Drover when he just went hard at the net. The D-man took him. He banged into the goaltender a little bit. And then the D-man, of course, what they're going to do, you're going to take offense anytime your goaltender gets hit.
Yeah, gonna protect your goaltender.
Mike Brent might need to go in and put his shoulder pads back on.
I think it was Mike who was yelling at
he's kind of vocal there.
yelling at the Royals player.
I'm sure he's going to have a couple of words from there now as he goes by.
That's Pico.
Two of the officials got their notebooks down there, George, crossing off each player.
Well, right now, the only player gone to the penalty box out of that scrum is Pico of the Royals.
Actually, I can read what's on their notebook there, George, and one guy's got extra large with the works, and the other guy said no anchovies.
Now Cody Drover goes into the penalty box as well.
He's going to get 2 minutes for slashing, George. He did slash him on the legs after he got pushed into the glass, and he got a little punch by Pico. And listen, Pico did the right thing by going in to do that, even though you know that there was no intent. It doesn't matter if somebody hits your goaltender, then you got to go in and do something or say something. But there was no ill toward, and then afterwards you get a little extra shot. And of course, the Cataracts are going to take offense to any time that somebody goes and takes a poke at Cody Drover or Jordan Murray. They're your two premier players. I did like the way the fact that Josh Fitzgerald went in and lent some support, however.
No, it's an extra penalty going to the Royals. James, who hasn't been
Yeah, because the
hasn't
first
played,
penalty,
is now in the box with Pico.
the first penalty was being a rough penalty, a punch to Cody Drover's head, pushed him, and then Drover just retaliated back against the shin pads.
Yeah, there you see it up on the clock, by the way, Robert. We got it up on our screen.
With a
Thanks,
little
Steve.
slash, and then afterwards a little bit more. So we're going to have
So that evens things up four side.
Pending with Cataracts, number 11, Cody Drover, 2 minutes on sportsmanlike conduct. To the corner of Royals, number 42, Andrew Pico, 2 for slashing. 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct.
So Drover and Pico get 2 each for unsportsmanlike. Pico gets the extra 2 for slashing. Was it slashing?
Second penalty
Yep.
served by number 47, James.
So it is 4-on-4. Cataracts with it. Back at the point. Green with a shot kicked away by Barabo. Fitzgerald's on it. He'll leave it for Green. Green makes a move, gets
That's a
knocked down.
knee
That's going to
penalty.
be that kneeing call.
That's a knee
And
call.
Drover's going to go right over to the Royals player.
That's a clear
That's
knee.
Mateo Short who's going to get the kneeing, and then Drover went over.
Yeah.
And now everybody's involved over in front of the Royals bench.
Joey Green should come to the box there now.
Yeah, he's got a.
Yeah, he's not going to do any good out there. He's going to hurt himself more.
And he is limping noticeably as he comes to the Cataracts bench.
He made a really nice move on the
Actually,
blue line.
He's gone right to the dressing room.
That's a knee, Charlie Horse. That's going to hurt for a while. I doubt if you're going to see him back here tonight. But that's a penalty. That's a dangerous penalty. It's a dangerous play. What was it quiet, George? There was no penalties in the first period?
It's getting busy now. They have 4 Royals in their penalty box, 3 Cataracts in theirs. You got to look at it. Goodyear's come back out. So right now 3 aside in the.
But
the,
Joey
the
Green,
initial penalty was a kneeing penalty, I believe, to Short.
Yeah.
And then Drover went over after Short.
yeah, immediately, which he should do, and that was perfect. Which he would have gotten 2 minutes for. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to call it instigating because it wasn't a fight. But he protected his player. He picked up for his player. Joey Green made a nice one-timer just prior to it, and then the puck came out, and he made a really nice move on the blue line. Not many D-men do that. You normally just take it, put it back off the boards, and he beat his forward. And the forward got the leg out, and it was if not a 2-minute minor, or excuse me, if not a 5-minute major, an easy 2-minute minor call. Normally, George,
they don't
we
get
see,
to do video review in this one, unlike we saw recently.
Well, unfortunately, they got one of them wrong in the Canada game, but who am I? But that there, he wasn't moving to hit him, so I could see where it would only be the 2 minutes.
All 4 officials are discussing it.
And we have a big crowd here tonight, so they're certainly entertained.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a fun game. Now we've got 4 Cataracts in the bench and 3 Royals. It was 4 Royals and 3 Cataracts a minute ago. Oop, now another Royal goes in.
Even it up.
4 side. Griffin Hefford gone in there.
Got to be moved. Got to be running out of room down there.
Still nothing up on the board. We haven't had any announcement or anything going up to see if the kneeing and then the,
Oh, we're going to take a while to get this one straightened out.
like I said, initial penalty was kneeing, and then Drover went over and went after Short. So obviously a penalty against Drover there. And then there's some other roughing, I suspect, or unsportsmanlike after that. Will it all offset? We'll find out in a moment. Once I think they've made their decision.
Jover for the Cataracts went over immediately after he watched Joey Green get down and hurt. He was certainly going to make sure that he was letting the Royals player know. And he started by about the red line and he finished up just inside the blue line in front of the Royals
he
bench.
chased him for about 30 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing gone up on the board yet, except those initial penalties that we had prior to all of that. Minute and 1 left to go in the penalty to Tyrell Mulrooney. A minute 20 left to go in the Royals penalty, and I think everything else is going to offset.
Wow, let's see.
Looks like it. Well, hang on now.
Well, Davey Green, physiotherapist for the Cataracts, is going to be a busy man taking care of Joey Green.
Okay.
That was a tough play on the leg.
Yeah, the Royals only had 3 players out there first. I thought maybe something was up, but now they
Yeah.
get their 4th out. So we stay 4 on 4.
This is
So whatever that was, it all offsets.
Yeah, I always get amazed at the off-ice officials in the penalty box, how they can keep it straight and know who's got to go win.
Well, you've got an experienced crew down there for sure. You got Ken Hoffling and
Well, he's got a Montreal Canadiens jacket on.
Bernard Hoff and
obviously
Dave
he's gotta
Grimes.
do-
They've been doing this
It's a trio.
since before I got involved.
Yeah.
I said, joke about Ken. He said he's retired from this more often than Tom Brady. Every year. Oh, there's a giveaway. Here's Antle breaking in. He's going to get tripped up, and that will be another penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a tripping call. That's an
Ooh.
easy one.
We
Just
had
a
no
little
penalties in the first, but non-stop here in the second.
George, good news for the Cataracts. Joey Green, I just see coming back out. He's going to the bench.
Oh, that is good news for the Cats.
He's I still see him. He's a little wobble, little leg, but he's back on the bench, which is good news for Cataract fans.
Well, there's room on the bench for him because there's 5 Cataracts in the penalty box right now. So, and we're going to get another delay. I think
Well, what they're looking at here now, they're saying now, so this is a power play. Who's coming out first? Well, there's nobody coming out for any time because you're going to need a stoppage of play for everybody.
Well, Griffin Hefford, he's got a question. He stepped out of the penalty box.
His penalty is not over.
I think they may have had the wrong guy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, no, he's going to the dressing room. Might need the equipment issue.
okay. There you go.
So they're going to have to put somebody else in there, I think, are they? Nope.
James 91, was he in there?
Yep.
So he's out. He's going over to the player's bench.
Okay. 4 on 3, whatever that was.
Yeah, okay.
Goodyear shot right on goal and cleared. Long pass, good one. Andel's got a breakaway. Andel shoots, scores. Kind of half fanned on it.
He did, and George, if you look and listen, Mike Brent is yelling from the bench to his D-man, telling him to watch this guy. I was looking and listening, and just watch this pass. It's coming up. Real great outlet pass, a 90-foot jobby. Actually, I think he might have fanned on the shot, George.
Yeah, it came in,
Whatever it did, it
went off the
beat
heel of his
goaltender.
stick and didn't get much on it, but it was enough to fool the goaltender, and Royals have taken a 3-1 lead.
That's 2 goals now for the Royals, where they've had these long passes that are coming through the middle, and they're able to beat the Cataract D.
House with a chance right in front.
Good skating team the Royals have up front.
So back to 4 on 4. Coffey fanned on the pass, and then Coffey gets dumped. House. Bobby House 2 on 1 down low. Shot. Scores!
Yeah, you're going to probably see a goaltender
Yeah.
change here shortly. Whiffen is down early and doesn't come out to challenge the goaltender. And even from our perspective right here, George, there's a lot of net to shoot at. But a 2-on-1 after the check was made, Green, who was just back of the ice, you can see him, George, he's laboring a little bit. And, of course, Whiffen goes down a little bit early, but I looked at Green as he was trying to get back up in the play. He just couldn't do it.
All started with a big hit inside the blue line.
Really good check.
That came up with the puck. So the Cataracts now finding themselves in a hole after being up 1-0. All the penalties and everything else that's happened here in the second period have set them on their heels.
It's 5-on-5. We still got 3 Cataracts in the box, 2 Royals. They're going to be there for some time, I suspect.
It's 4 goals on 13 shots. Here they coming in again. Backhand. That one stayed out.
Yeah, I don't know how. I thought it was in.
Hand. Wall steps into him. Separates him from the puck. Allows Cataracts to bring it out. Mulrooney following up on it. Mulrooney with a shot that stopped and held.
So I guess all the other penalties are offsetting, George, and
Yep. So right now,
it's 39 seconds remaining.
I think so. So the Royals are on the power play for another 40 seconds.
Yes. Can't be on the power play because it's 5-on-5.
That's what I was thinking, but then I look up at the penalty clock and it shows 39 seconds.
I can't figure it out.
Referee is over talking to the Royals bench.
I know.
It is 5-on-5 on the ice.
Yeah. I would be asking the same thing if I looked up on the clock and seen Cataracts had a number with 40 seconds left. How come it's 5-on-5?
Smith to Davis. His shot right on. Whiffin's got that and holds it.
Even the Cataracts are asking, why is it 5-on? Cataracts in the penalty box are asking, why is it 5-on-5?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're asking. They're the ones that got the penalty.
And the referee is over chatting with him. Here's Marr sliding it in. Few were looking for it at the side of the net. Comes out at center. Davis with it. Davis holds and shoots it in. We'll come around near boards. Antle softly puts it in behind the goal. Fitzgerald can't get it out. Mercer holds it in. That shot off a stick, up and out of play.
Okay, so that's the why Burt was there. He had the 2 minutes. That's why his was up there, and his penalty is over now. He's the only one comes out. Which I still don't understand why it was up on the clock. Anyway, I'm glad that I'm just a broadcaster, not an official. Can't believe Eddie Flood can't straighten this out.
5-on-5.
Again.
Everything's off the board now.
Good.
Still players in the penalty box, but nothing on the board. Fewer aired off the boards. Drover got it. Had his stick checked at the last second. Couldn't get it on goal. Fewer takes his man to the boards. Marr back at the point. Finds Mulrooney. Mulrooney with a shot. It's tipped wide. Mercer has it. Off the boards. Drover, stick on it. Gill trying to reach to it. Guy's got it first over to Mercer. Dumped in by James. Marr
Joey Green's here. That's good.
gets it to Green. Green holds. Good pass across. They feed it in front. Big save by Barabone. He's got it and holds on. I tell you, Cody Drover, who...
Oh, I think this might be
Oh, no,
Jeremiah
so
Gill.
it's Jeremiah Gill. And they're going to go. Gill and James. James came out on the forecheck a moment ago and tried to throw a big hit behind the net on Mulrooney, who just avoided it. So Gill getting involved, and trying to fire up his teammates.
Oh, exciting.
So Gill and James are gone.
Referees got to be running out of space on that book that they got down there. Anyway,
First period went by so quickly, fast-paced, not much happening, some good plays and that sort of thing, but in terms of physicality, not much. No penalties. Second period, just the opposite.
Lick it. I love Gill going down there and doing that. I really do. Might have been his first shift of the period. Made it work well, though.
Well, first and last. If it was his first, because he's gone now.
Yeah. We haven't seen many fights in senior hockey, George.
Very few over the last few years.
But Gill managed to get his helmet off, and he got a few in there. Beep, beep goes the buzzer. Well, George, you said that there was everything off the board. Looked like it was going to be straightened out. Well, referee Windsor and Rice got to be saying to each other now, let's get out of this period, get in, get a break. Getting ready to drop the puck, and nobody seems to be ready here.
No, the officials are up at the scorer's box again.
And the other referee is talking to Smith over by the Cornbrook Rolls box. And he's going to have to tell him either to get off the ice or something.
All right, set to go. Again, likely just a couple of offsetting 5-minute majors.
Referee Windsor's going over to explain it to.
Just takes forever to go to one bench, explain what's going on, go to the other bench. 5 minutes each for fighting. They're both gone. Let's drop the puck.
Speaking to Paul Whalen down there, and Mike Brent is there. And a good thing about Mike Brent, George, Mike is a player, a coach, but he's also an official. And I was looking down, and he was speaking to referee racing. You know, this is a 5-on-5. So Mike is one of the knowledgeable guys down there, which is good. And
yeah, Mike did one of the linesmen last night in the Impact game that we did here at the Joe. Impact playing against the Western Kings.
Good official.
Cataracts win the faceoff, get it in front, bounces around.
And Jeremiah Gill, who just got kicked out, was the referee.
Antle into the middle. Davis, shot stopped by Whiffen. Rebound sits there, gobbled up. Get it to Murr. Murr looking for fewer. Pass came outside. Davis has got it. Back to Antle. Antle looking for Davis. Made the pass. Save made by Whiffen. And Cataracts slow to move on it. Just dumped it in the corner. Nobody went to get it.
Just too weak there.
Davis off the boards, gets around Fewer.
Yeah, Fewer's got to have that puck and be a little bit more determined.
We get 4 players down and along the boards, 5 players in there. Comes to the high slot. Antle's had a great second period for the Royals.
Skating well.
Mara getting away. Mara avoids a couple of hits at the blue line. They had him lined up.
Well, he had back pressure on him, and
Davis takes it from Mulrooney.
The D-man, because he had back pressure, was trying to step up to get a piece on when Mara just avoided them.
Burt off his stick. Barble quickly moves it ahead. Burt steps into his men along the boards. Fitzgerald trying to hold it in. It'll come out over the blue line. Fitzgerald's got it. Tried to give it back to Green. That was picked off by King. Brought in. We'll try and get it to King again. That was intercepted by Green. Green quickly ahead. Fitzgerald has got some room. Drops it for Burt. Burt with a shot. Barbo with another save.
They need to get rid of it a little quicker. Barbo was able to get over and cut down that angle.
Smith gets to it. Dumps it in. Under 4 to play here in the second period. It's been a good one for the Cornerbrook Royals.
It's been entertaining for sure.
King. Griffin Hefford with a shot, went off a leg. Mulrooney trying to find the puck. Finally, he's got it.
It's offsides.
And the whistle goes.
Quick shifts here now. Heavy legs, heavy feet. You don't want to get caught with the puck on the other side. 3.5 minutes remaining in the third. The Cataracts really got to try to get back now in fundamental play.
Pico. Pass ahead for Ryan. He'll take it off the boards, dump it in. He and Jeremy Drover go in there. Drover gets there first. Pass up ahead for Carter. Bound got a piece of it. Might have been icing had he let it go.
Yeah, well, but the Cataract player got up there first.
Correct.
Because it was still on this side of the ice. Side of the red line, I should say.
Ryan gets in front, backhand stopped by Whiffen. Oh, he had a couple of whacks at it down there at the side of the goal.
Yeah, the Cataracts down in front of their net, George. There's no sense of urgency at all. Like, the puck is laying there, and nobody's whacking anybody, get them out of the way or trying to grab onto the puck, and because of that, I mean, they're getting extra opportunities.
Fewer. Dumps it in. Barabo out to play it into the corner to King. Swings it around the boards. They let it come back to the point for Wall. Yeah, Fan on that pass. Didn't get it deep, and the Royals come out 2-on-1. Griffin Hefford shot went off the heel of his stick.
That's a bad check.
And then Wall took him to the boards, and Ian Wall's going to go.
Yeah,
He said he likes the physical game, but that was not a good hit.
No. He got caught on a 2-on-1 on a bad pinch, was trying to get back, and the puck has gone over in the corner, and the forward is just down there, and Wall just goes right into him.
This is one of Ian Wall's problems when he played U18 hockey. Was too much time in the penalty box.
Yeah,
he
he
likes
loves
the physical game. He's a good, strong player and
He is,
good
but-
presence, but needs to stay at the penalty box.
Yeah, that's just a real dangerous play in
And
there.
Griffin Hefford is going over holding
Yeah,
his
he's
shoulder. That could be a collarbone issue.
that is definitely not a good sight for the Cornerbrook Royals. That's a bad play. It's just a tough play. He's back on. The play has gone over into the corner. There's no puck there, and Wall continues because he was skating hard on the back check, getting caught up ice on the 2-on-1 because he was the D man who pinched on the blue line, and he got sort of picked at the blue line as well. I was watching him all the way back, and of course the Royals got some good forwards up front with 2-on-1s. And after the pass was made, the forward on the Royals just continued into the corner, and Wall pasted him.
Just 2 minutes.
Yeah, which is Cataracts are lucky.
Yeah, the Royals.
I think the Cataracts are lucky.
Bench here, like, whoa, only 2? They lead at 4-1, and they are back in the man advantage with 2:17 to go here in the second.
It's a good thing Griffin Evers is as big as he is.
Yeah, he did not look good going off.
No, and that was right in.
Myers up ahead. They couldn't hit him.
2 minutes for 40, 17:43.
Got Meyer and Drover out there shorthanded, looking to go on the offense if they get a chance,
They will.
especially trailing by 3 late in the second period. Need something good to happen. They had a good shorthanded opportunity on the last power play. No more Wells over this side. Pass misfires. Wells get it in, but Myers got it back to his defense, and that'll be sent down the ice. Barabo gets it to Guy, quickly ahead. No more Wells. Stop inside the blue line. Didn't get it deep, and it's out. Meyer at the end of a long shift. Couldn't go chase after that one. 1 minute to go in the power play. Just offside. Antle had both feet inside the blue line as he took that pass.
Yeah, we saw one of those today in the
Or at least
World
1
Junior
foot
game.
inside. Oh, you're still watching that, hey?
I did watch a bit of it, yes.
Yeah, he came in just before the game started. We met him in the booth, and he said, good game this afternoon. I said, what game? He said, World Juniors. I said, it's over.
Yeah, it's over for Canada for sure.
If you don't have a horse in the race,
It was 2-1
tough to get interested.
for Finland midway through the second when I came up.
A shot right off the face-off. Coffey got it, put it right on goal. Playing Sweden, correct?
They are.
States are playing Czechia.
Yeah. The late game, or later game.
Primetime game.
Yeah.
Prime time. That's stolen. Here's King. King's on a break. King fanned on it.
Lost the puck.
Yep. Whoa. Almost knocked down, and Cataracts don't get it out. They had a chance.
It's 3 giveaways for Joey Green on this shift.
That shot stopped by Whiffen.
I can't help but think that he's not what he was.
100%. He's going to come off.
Yeah, those are passes that you're trying to make up the middle when the guy coming towards you is the only one that can get the puck, and you're going up that way as opposed to taking the safe route left and right.
36 seconds to go in the power play, 52.2 to go in the period. Well, to walk right in was House. And Cataracts get it, backhand it down the ice. Smith going back to get it.
So many penalties in this second period, George. There's 4 or 5 guys on the Cataracts who haven't seen much ice time at all, if any.
Royals with it. Smith up top. Penalty is now over. King with a shot, hit some traffic in front, didn't get through.
Wall went to the players' bench. He needed to stay it on the ice for that. He's actually so much closer to the play. He gets off the ice, and the time the Cataracts gets another guy out there, it's really tough.
Mulrooney threw a little hit right at the end of the period, so good period for the Corner Brook Royals. Take advantage of some of those power plays, plus just some sloppy play by the Cataracts. The Royals were allowed to walk in 2 or 3 times, and maybe a couple of goals that maybe Tyler Whiffen would like to have another crack at.
Yeah, a couple of good 2-on-1s that the Royals have, certainly taken advantage of.
Yeah,
Cataracts.
you see the shots on goal. I mean, they were even at 6.
Yeah.
So Cataracts only three shots on goal in that second period. That's not going to get it done.
No,
giving up 14.
You're having penalty after penalty after penalty, and they were fortunate enough on a couple of them, and even fortunate enough, I think, on the last one. But wait and see. We get some notification on the Royals player. See if he's going to be back into the third period. I was very surprised with Joey Green, the leg injury that he had sustained, and took a knee penalty from the Royal player. I didn't think he was going to be back, but he came back after just a couple of shifts off. I was quite surprised.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back with period number 3. Royals lead this one 4-1 after 40 minutes of play. You're watching Central West Senior Hockey League action from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium here on AO.live.
Event, the Labatt Lounge, is now open in the multi-purpose room here at Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium.
4-1. Cornerbrook Royals lead the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts after 2 periods of play. And for the first time in a while, there's nobody in the penalty box. There's no penalties up on the time clock after a penalty-filled second period.
It was.
Ladies and gentlemen, I check your tickets for
Royals dump it in. Josh Fitzgerald there. Rings it around the boards. Gets it to Cody Drover. Drover heading up the ice, being harassed by Normor Wells. He'll shoot it in. Pass hit Davis in the skates. Fitzgerald has it and lost it. Davis will shoot it in. Drover trying to catch up to it. Pokes it into the corner. Comes up along the boards. Goodger trying to hold it in. He does momentarily. Then it just comes out. Rolls around it. Normor Wells shoots it in. Hits the back of the net. Long stretch pass, Cody Drover in his skates, couldn't find it right away, short-headed. Dumped out by the Cats. Adam Guy will get to it, shoot it back in. Whiffen still in the net for the Cataracts. That went off the stick of Murr. Guy goes back to get it. And to Pico. Trying to give it back to Guy. Bounced over to the far boards. Trying to get it out. Coffey got a skate on it to hold it in, and it's cleared. Winter shoots it in. It'll be Burke. Burke spinning away from a couple of Royals players. Burke gets it to Winter. Winter fed it in front. Nobody there. Short's got it for the Royals. Off the glass and out. Joey Green to Winter. Winter's pass comes right back to him. They give it up to Green. Up for Coffey. Looking for Nick Fitzgerald. Guy is back there. Coffey follows up on it. Shot right on goal. Played away by Barabo. Burke. Coffey in around behind the net. Eyes on him. That's taken away. Here comes House. It'll be House working against Mulrooney. Drop pass. Ryan steps in, shoots. And hit Whiffen. Whiffen didn't know where it was. Ended up in behind the net. Back to Mercer at the point. Puts it in well wide. Down to Coffey. Shoulder save. Barbo directed it right to the boards. Did that intentionally. Tipped in by hand. Royals will get in a wholesale change. Mulrooney dump it in, and he gets knocked down. Gets past Oak. Fitzgerald. Sorry. Not Fitzgerald. This is Fitzgerald. Hit by Oak, his own side of center. We're going to say no icing.
Defenseman never made an attempt to even try to go get it, George, and that's why he waved it off.
Okay, no more Wells.
I was watching there, and we went between the two of them. Goodyear just never made no attempt.
Tipped in. Boyle's on it. First scores.
With and misses it on the poke check. That's just a simple dump in, and it goes in there, and that's just not a good goal. Dumps in the corner and comes back out, and of course it's an easy deke. You watch, there's nothing going on here. The puck gets dumped in, and it goes off the deflect, and it comes around again, and Whiffen goes to make the first move. That's a huge goal. Cataracts were looking to get back into the game. That wasn't the way to do it. Now you're going to see it spread a little more. It's a 4-goal lead here now.
Here's Maher. Pulls it back. Blocker save. Rebound was there. Barbo with a couple of saves. Green stepped into it. That was blocked by Antle. Kept in, Grover behind the net. To Maher. Toward Maher. Puts on the brakes. Winter with a shot. That's blocked. Comes back to Maher. Maher goes the other side. Green. His wrist shot hits some traffic in front. Boyle's finally able to clear the zone. Winter's got it, sends it back in, high shot, bobbled, and then dropped by Barbeau to Guy, over to Mateo Short. Guy, Smith. That pass went off the skate of King. King will pick it up off the boards, and he gets poke checked. Back comes Nick Fitzgerald to Kobe Burke. Knocked down by Wall, Ian Wall. Turns, gets a shot away, kicked away by Barabo. Now he's got his own rebound over in the corner. Pico. Dumped in. That's going to be a penalty to the Cataracts, I believe, right?
Yeah, that would have been Fitzgerald on Pico behind the play. Fitzgerald just gave him a little trip, chopped him back of the leg. And of course, that's going back to the first period.
That doesn't help the Cataracts' cause one bit.
No.
Another power play for the Royals. Well, we got a moment. I don't know if they have the audio on out there or not, but if they do, shout out to the folks at the Jervis Pub and Patio.
Oh, yeah,
Watching
cool.
the game. The new establishment here in Grand Falls, Windsor, opened this past summer.
Yeah, went out there a number of times. Tyler's got quite the spot out there in the alley.
Big screen TVs going out there. Lots of live entertainment. Anyway, they're not paying for an ad.
We watched the Cataracts and the Red Wings last year, George, out there.
We did. That
Playoff game.
the game from Deer Lake.
Yeah, it was cool.
Mike Golding and his crew bringing us the game from Deer Lake.
Yeah, we had a couple people ask us where we're doing the games. We said, no, we're just fans and having a pop.
Smith back behind his net. Minute 18 to go in the power play. Smith got knocked down. Maher stole the puck. Maher and Drover up there again, causing trouble. Here's Maher. Cycles it back in around behind the goal. Drover's got it back there. Had it caught up in his skates. Got himself free. Got a couple of Royals here, but killing lots of time. I think about 20 seconds off the clock. Out come the Royals. Antle cutting in front, runs into Whiffen. Whiffen slow to get up, and he's not up yet.
The thing is, the Cataracts really don't have big guys out here that can help out too much here right now. But there's no doubt about it. He went into him quite hard. Much the same as you saw in the first period when it happened. And Jover went in and he got punched in the face. People actually, it was the guy who hit him. That's the reason why People's out here again.
Anto taking the puck hard to the net. He's had, as you mentioned in the second period, a strong game for the Royals. Tried to use his speed that time, came up a little short and ran into the goaltender. And Tyler Whiffen is going to be coming out of this game. He needs some assistance to get to the bench.
Yeah, that was a full-on contact. There's no question about that.
Actually, Robert?
No, Whiffen is the backup goaltender. And this is Barrett. And
Barrett did come in.
He did.
For the third. I missed that. I thought Whiffen was still in it. It was Barrett. Now Barrett's hurt. Whiffen's got to go back. He apologized. Folks, you missed that goaltending change.
And we had talked about it earlier, George. I thought there was going to be one earlier, but he went in hard.
Barrett has gone to the dressing room.
Fitzgerald had 2 minutes for tripping. We have 50 seconds left in his penalty, and this is just going to be, looks like a 2-minute minor. I don't know when it's going to be called.
Goaltender interference.
Yes. Can't see it being roughing. I can't see it being. That'll be good.
You mentioned last night we did the Central Impact game against the Western Kings. Impact won it 5-3. Tonight over in Corner Brook, the Impact defeated the Kings by a score of 7-1.
Congrats to the Impact team and their organization. Doing well thus far.
And there's 2 goaltender interference.
Yeah.
So 4-on-4 again.
That's icing.
That will be icing. Oh, both players go hard into the boards.
And what happened here is Mulrooney realizes that he's got to skate hard. If he doesn't, it won't be icing.
Yeah, it was just a case of both players
That's all.
kind of losing an edge as they were racing in, trying to put on the brakes. Did anybody really hit anybody? Or no, even make contact with anyone? This player shaken up. He's heading off and he's not playing any weight.
He did go into the boards.
And his left leg has no more wells.
Yeah, he's had himself a great game too.
He's assisted to the bench by Goodyear.
And George, the injured Rolls player who went off just there at the end of the second paragraph, he has not returned.
Shot by Mulrooney, stopped by Barabo. Pico will clear it. Another 30 seconds. The Cataracts will have a power play. Wall backhanded out into center. That's picked off, dumped in by House. Fitzgerald getting ready to come out of the penalty box. And that penalty is now over. Power play for the Cataracts.
That's going to be an interference penalty. Stick went through the legs and decided to throw the stick. This is the other player's stick. Slash. George, was nothing in the first.
Non-stop in the second.
And third is not a whole lot different.
That's picking up where the second period left off.
Yeah, this as well.
Colby House going to the penalty box for the Loyals. So it'll be a 5-on-3. For the Cataracts, a minute 5 left to go in the first Royals penalty. Marr. Fitzgerald. Two Fitzgeralds out there. Marr with a chance. Shot. Hard. Missed as it went over the top of the net. Came off the boards. Royals get it and clear it. Marr had a chance.
He had a great chance. He was right down the middle. Came right out flat on his stick. Rocketed it up over the net.
Drop it back to Marr. Bring it in over the blue line. Put on the brakes there. It's 5 on 3. 28 seconds to go. Fitzgerald back to Marr. Marr steps into it. One off a Royals player. Drover. Leaves it for Fitzgerald. Comes back to Josh Fitzgerald. To Nick. Back up to Josh. And Marr one-timer off the heel of his stick. First penalty is now over. So it's 5 on 4. And Cataracts give it away. Short. Davis. That's a little bit too far for him. 45 seconds left to go in the Cataracts power play. Fitzgerald started out, gives it to Cody Drover. Drover drops it for Fitzgerald. He'll hold it back at the point for Marr. Green with a hard shot. Barbo read it all the way and got it between the pads. No rebound.
Joey Green possesses one of the best shots in the league, George. You know, just coming straight out of under 18 hockey last year, and it's a skill to shoot the puck as hard as he shoots it off of the one-timer. And very accurate shot as well.
Yeah, good low shot. Good chance for a rebound, but Barbo closed the pads on it. Back to Green. On this side, Jeremy Drover. His shot hit somebody in front. It was Mullet.
Hit Mullet after the goaltender knocked it down. As soon as Mullet got up, he got him right in the chest.
So that's going to do it for the Cataracts power plays. Penalized players back out. 5 on 5. Mullet gives it to Green. Green skating a little better here in this third period after taking a knee in the second.
That looked like a bad one.
That's tipped away. King quite back to the point. Fewers got it. Gives it to Burt. Burt, catch by King, lifts it high in the air, down into the corner, heads to the bench. Mulrooney. Pass off the boards too far. And that's going to be icing against the Cataracts.
Yeah, Wall's trying to hit the right winger going hard up the boards. Head of bound just a little too much.
9:10 to go. 5-1. Royals with a comfortable lead here in the third period.
They had a comfortable victory over the Stephenville Lightning last night, 5-1.
A couple of reports, 5-1 and 5-2. At one point I saw it was tied 2-2 after 2 periods. I'm not sure which it was, but anyway, they won. Let's clear the zone. Royals move it out. Good work by Ryan to get the puck in deep. Bridger diving, can't hold it in, but moves it over. Again, that's all the Royals need to do. They get it to Smith, back
That's
in
it.
again.
Don't need to do anything fancy now, just keep it simple.
Up by 4. Go with a hit against Sampson. Pico's had a physical game for the Royals.
He has. He's a physical player. He's a big kid.
Davis trying to split the defense. He gets cut off. That was too far for Drewer. Here's Pico. Actually gets over center, shoots it in, wide of the goal. Comes out in front. Grover's got it. And for Marr, pass just off his stick. That was a sneaky little play. And it comes in front. Drover scores.
It was a sneaky play, George. What
Yeah.
happened? Mara was to the outside. Pico came over to get him, and Mara went the inside, beat him cleanly, but the puck was too far ahead. Puck goes in the corner, back out in front. Cody Drover in front of the net. Things went home, 5-2. Mara continues in the corner. He makes a nice turn here. Fitzgerald, Fewer comes in late, makes a little turnaround move, gives it to Drover in front of the net, wide open. 5-2.
The Cataracts get one back. Look at a 3-goal game. Drover's on it again. Royals player's lost his stick. It's good to. He's got it back. Drover got his team back in it, threw it in front, it's tipped over the top of the net.
Cataracts are complaining about a slash here, and I could see as Drover was coming around the net and doing his circle route, he took a nice slash to the shin pad stick area. Usually that's called, but it wasn't this time.
Over in the far corner, Short has it. Go to the side of the net. King, back to Short. Marr swings wide, gets a shot away, kicked out by Barabo. Marr ducked away from the check.
Mercer had his eyes peeled on Marr that time. Marr seen him coming and avoided the check. Mercer is a big man.
Short to the side of the goal. Whitman's got it, and oh no, whistle. Finally, the whistle goes. Down in the corner.
Short and Wall were having a little tussle. It's a little push and shove. Bird dance, is it?
Yes, the bird dance. Irish, you're not up.
Yeah.
Way down in the corner, and the player gets knocked down. And they fall on the puck, the whistle goes. Royals complaining.
Mulroney and his forward. The Royals were having a battle down in the corner. Mulroney pushed him into the boards. That always brings about some jostling. No penalties. Fishers said they've had enough in the second. You gotta get out of here.
It's been a long game.
Man, has it ever. Almost 10 o'clock. We started at 7:30. We're close to 7:30. It's going to be icing.
And it is icing against the Cataracts. We'll come back down to our right. Down to 5:45 to go here in the third period. 5-2, Royals leading this one.
Yeah, comfortable lead, I guess you could say. 5:45 with left. But I know from a coach's perspective, it's never comfortable.
Bouncing around inside the blue line, picked up by Coffey. Coffey, shoot it in. Ryan lifts it high in the air. Fair catch call by Tyler Whiffen.
Good enough. Somebody's taken now.
Pass off the mark. Pico has it. So the Royals just want to keep it simple. Backhanded in by Bound. Adam Guy. And off the stick comes to the near boards. Slow down here. 4.5 to go in the third.
Slowed down tremendously.
Pass for Mullet. Was touched by someone, or else actually Mullet got there first. So
Beat him to the puck. The Royals had stayed up. They're just basically putting a 1-2-2 trap in there. No desire to go into forecheck.
gets past Fitzgerald at the point, all the way down the ice. Whiffen plays it. Grover. Fewer will take it off the boards and bring it in. Fewer gives it to Marr. Grover, the shot save made by Barbo. Someone a little anxious on the goal light down. The red light came on. The goal judge wasn't close to going. A little excited.
Wow. Oh, that's a red
Marr.
light line this year. I didn't know we had goal judges anymore.
I don't know why. I've been doing this since 2010. And I've yet to see officials go to a goal judge
No.
and get confirmation of a goal or a non-goal. I don't know if that's an official goal judge or somebody was called inside the cage. Good see.
It used to be the solid green box one time you couldn't see in it.
Yeah, that's all glass.
Man, that was all glass. That makes it even worse.
Barbo directs his defenseman. He's going to put the puck right on his stick.
Heads up.
Yeah, right into the Royals bench. They give the gears to Craig King, who backhanded it in. Well, if they're in a relaxed mood over there with a 3-goal lead, 3:11 to go.
Should be. A good weekend for them. What's going down in front of the net, but
We get a 2-on-1. Coming up this other end, tipped in front, Whiffen with a good save and smile out and hold it. But yeah, there's a couple of players down in front of the net.
Fuger's down. He's one of the biggest guys out there.
Oh, they keep it going. I thought the play had stopped.
No, it didn't stop.
I turned away from it for a second. And back come the Royals again. The Cataracts trying to press. King just dumps it back out. Attempt to kill time. Pico across.
Royals were calling
Good
for
year.
too many men, but there's no touch of the puck.
Yeah, nobody touched it.
Good yellow it all the same.
This one is going to be icing against the Cataracts. 2:17 to go.
I don't understand why the Royals goaltender didn't touch it, but then icing. Whiffen did. Keep it going.
I was going to kind of let that one go. That did happen. Face-off win for the Cataracts. Joey Green. They'll shoot it in. Fitzgerald going into chase. Got a stick on it. But cleared away by the Royals down the ice. See if Whiffen touches this one.
No,
Nope. It's tied to the icing. Under 2 to play.
Yeah, under 2. 1-5-9. The Royals are going to walk away with a victory here. Victory last night. And Cataracts starting the new year with a loss, 5-2. They've got a number of games coming up in the next couple of weeks at home. They're going to need to regroup, get some of their players back who they've just got with them and get organized, get some skates in.
Yeah, big weekend next week. We got the Red Wings coming in for 2 games. So got to be on your game to play those guys.
You certainly do. I mean, the Royals are right up there with the Knights.
Yep, only 1 point the difference coming into tonight.
Yeah.
It'll probably be 1 point the difference after, because I think Deer Lake are playing in Stephenville. Haven't had an update.
No, if you're a betting man, I'm sure you're betting for the red and white.
You get some pretty good odds to go the other way. No offense to the folks in Stephenville. Depends on what team they've got. I mean, that's been the problem. We've talked about this so often. All their players, they're very competitive. Miss 4 or 5 guys, and they're in rough shape. And that's been their problem last year and again this year.
And the goaltender's been spectacular.
Fitzgerald with a hard shot. Barbo got a piece of that. Guys begin to make their way out.
Yeah.
Only just about a minute or so left to go in this one.
Beat the traffic downtown.
1 minute remaining to play, third period.
I beat the traffic by getting out of here after everybody's gone.
Yes, exactly.
It may have been offside. Not called. Mullet's shot was blocked, and out it comes. Under a minute to go now. Wow. Just gets rid of it.
Not sure why.
Take some time. Mullet. To Bound. Dump it in. Guy gets there first. Gets it to Normal. Sorry, Normal Wells. Pass taken by Mullet. Needs to reach for it. Comes up with it. Threw it in front. Smith got a stick on that. 5 seconds to go. That guy will just hold it there or throw it to the boards. And a pretty convincing win for the Corner Brook Royals. They did all their damage in that second period.
Yeah, the second period was certainly the Cataracts' nemesis. In the first period, that was a pretty good period, going back and forth. There was some real good action. There was no penalties, there was nothing. And all of a sudden, you hit the second, and
there's the final
everything
shots
went
on
on
goal. Sorry, Robert. 26-18 in favor of the Royals. Yeah, first period was even, third period was even, second period Royals dominated. All those penalties. And as you say, the Cataracts really got out of sync with their lines, and everything just kind of fell apart for them there.
And the thing is, the Royals, George, have got some good forwards up front, good skaters. And they got in on top of the Cataracts, right, and really forced them to make quicker passes, and they weren't able to do it.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We are back here again next week. We've got games Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, both against the Deer Lake Red Wings. So we certainly invite you to come back and join us then. We'll have those games for you here on AL.live. Glad you could join us this evening. For Robert Golding and cameraman Steve Mosley, my name is George Scott. Folks, have yourselves a great evening. So on, everyone.